outside with it, you heard?
Hold up.
Yeah. You can stay inside and play the crib, I'ma go ahead and slide. Me and my niggas outside. Stop you out with the butters, you already know the vibe. Me and my niggas outside. If that bag right, then my swag right for the night. Me and my niggas outside. Ain't no time for sleep, every night we outside. Me and my niggas outside. We outside with it, we outside with it. You know the vibes with it, we outside with it. We outside with it, we outside with it. You know the vibes with it, we outside with it.
I just want to skip to this. What up, what up? You already know it's your boy AB here for another video. But I just wanted to skip to this specific part, this specific subject that we're going to talk about. And it's right here.
You can't even come outside, you 6'9" with it. You can't even come outside, you 6'9" with it. It's a new era, but niggas still can't.
That's what we talking about today. We're going to talk about Bitch 9, Click 9, Whip 9, Trick 9, all his bullshit. And that's the subject of the matter. I'm here with Saint Sins and my boy, Blunts Roll. You can follow him on Instagram, Blunts_roll. Saint, go ahead, holla, shout it out, let him know.
Yo, what's up? You can find me at Saints_Sins. I got a speech impediment, so I'm gonna spell it for you. That's SAINTS_SINS. Saint Sins.
Yes, sir. So, basically, what I wanted to talk about was how this man came from jail and just been taunting people for no reason, though. Like, for no apparent reason.
You know where he at, right?
Where he in LA currently, right? He just went to LA?
Yeah. Young Danielle.
Now, my thing is this. We all said when we saw FBK Duck die, like, yeah, if Takashi was in Chicago, he you know, that would have happened to him. Or everybody saying like, oh, if he was in LA, that would have happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll say something
now. Come on, this way, get in the camera.
Yeah, I'll say something. When we had that talk back when Duck died, I did feel more along the lines of he shouldn't go certain places, be a bad interaction for him. But I don't think that's going to stop him from going to those places.
Really?
And what I mean by that is we've seen him go to Chicago before.
Mm-hmm.
And for all intents and purposes win because nobody could touch him. LA, the same thing. We seen a couple of interactions just to make the news, but nobody really got to it. Right?
Yeah.
He in LA right now. We was in LA last time he was in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you both.
Yep.
And you was asking me personally, he's like, what if you seen him? I was like, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Well, was he a snitch at that point when we were out there?
He wasn't a snitch back then. He was just a fucking pain in the ass back then.
Yeah, that's what because we were talking about like.
Banger.
Yeah, cause that's what it was. He wasn't a snitch back then, but he was rolling with those Bloods.
He wasn't.
And he was talking
He wasn't,
wild
but
shit.
nobody stood for that shit back then. And you was asking, you was like, how you feel about this? And I said, you know, fuck him.
Yeah. Which
is true, but what I really mean by that, which we have crossed on numerous conversations through this whole process with this dude, is that, I mean, we don't realize how we manifest these real terms of life. Like, the nigga started out as a troll, now he's a power troll. Super power troll. Super mutant troll. With all the rainbow hair and claws and fingers and everything.
Yeah.
That you don't want him into. And a lot of people try to call themselves stand up by not fucking with it. How you really not fuck with it is by not speaking on it. You feel me? Like, you already know how I feel about even talking about it. That's why I'm calling him that. I call him Daniel. Because that's his name.
Yeah.
You feel me? That other name is something we give recognition to. You feel me?
Yeah.
We give recognition to that, and that's what gives it power.
Yeah.
You feel me? Influence. You feel me?
Nah, 100%. I hear you. So
to be honest with you, the trick knowledge of it, to me, specifically, is that, you feel me, if you following, you into it. If you acting, you into it. You feel me?
I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because now you're saying...
I added a motherfucker yesterday that some nigga was rapping, like freestyling, he drunk Henny in East Oakland, and he dissing Greedo, 03, right? Because Greedo said that shit about Tupac, right? Now, I get it. Real OGs ain't never forgot what he said. And not to get off the topic, I'm going to let you say what you say. But, you know, I added Adam23. When he said that shit, you can go check his comments. I had him, I said, damn, Adam, but what about that Grand National video that's out right now? You posting this shit, this goofy ass shit, but you ain't gonna post no real artists from Oakland. You feel me? Shout out to Grand National, shout out to Kevin Allen. Y'all can go check them out too. But no, go ahead and say what you was gonna say.
Now, I was gonna say is I'm glad you brought up the fact that, you know, Takashi 6ix9ine, he was a troll, and before all that. But like, I just feel like, one, I didn't even want to have this conversation. Like you said, I didn't want to bring it to light. I didn't want to glorify it. I'm not even trying to talk about it. But at the same time, the juice is so crazy behind it, because you got to think of where this is headed. Like, I was watching an interview about Charlamagne, and Charlamagne was like, yo, you guys are just entertaining this shit when this nigga's really gonna get himself killed. Like, something really gonna happen to this dude. You know what I mean? Like, and he's out here really trolling, and we're taking it as entertainment. But at the same time, like, yo, this is real street talk. This is real things he's doing out here. He putting people's lives in jeopardy, whatever the case may be. You know? I feel like just him as an artist is trash. So there's no real fan support behind it. His music is trash. What is he? There's nothing. He says words and puts them together. And it.
I was having a conversation with an older dude, right? Old hip hop head, not really old, but just old enough that he into the raps, the bars, and he fuck with the shit now, right? And we was having a conversation. He said, when I first heard this nigga, he said, I was like, oh, he doing the Onyx thing, you know, you feel me? With the yelling, it's rhyming, we rapping, you feel me? It's loud, it's extravagant, and it was that to an extent, probably with his early influencers, people that was sitting in the studio helping him put that shit together. When they really got what people did not like about him down to a science, it became only that. So now you see it and you want to call it trash, but what it really is all right. So I was having this conversation with another young dude too about art, right? You can't call art a sport, right? And the fucked up thing about rap is we treat everyone in it like it's a sport. Rap is a sport. It's art. You feel me? Niggas never can really compare. We can do what we want, but it don't compare, right? And not to get off topic, Holmes is a yeah with the rap, right? And it don't really make a lot of sense. Like the Punani song. The Punani song probably sound better than the song before that, and the Gooba, or the one with the double dick thighs and the whatever that shit was, right?
Yeah.
But what we realized is, all right, so when Lil Jon was doing it, Lil Jon wasn't really rapping, right? Lil Jon was just
yeah.
What?
Okay.
On every track, nigga. But Lil Jon actually produced or something.
But that's how and we talked about that. Me and him were just conversating about that. He mentioned to me that Takashi, his first outcoming and how he met all these people is that he shot videos. He's a producer.
Yeah,
he produces his own,
that too.
You know, he produced his own stuff. So he blew up. And, you know, for those people who don't know who Takashi 6ix9ine is, he is a rapper / artist / producer who produces his own videos. People don't
know who Takashi 6ix9ine is. They don't know who he is. But they're going to figure it out.
So, I mean, pretty much, like, this dude went and joined the Blood Gang for clout.
That ain't what happened. None of them will attest to that. Go look all them niggas up. All them niggas, Billy Otto, it's half them niggas then did interviews. And so where this point in is that shit was with the shit. So all this, all right, I was preparing to say this at one point in this conversation. I knew it was gonna come out to like gang affiliation and everything like this. A lot of people don't realize that all these niggas out here affiliating themselves and whatever, like a lot of them is doing it. Like, I mean, we hear it said for clout and things of that nature. So look at it this way. There may be one person behind some of these guys that are still running around here gangbanging heavy and whatever, that's legitimate, right? They got stamp and stain. You feel me? Now, a certain amount of collateral, and what I mean by that is influence and money, is needed for them to be out and boisterous with that shit. And that can go all the way down to having like some kind of underling or other motherfucker repping the shit for you campaign, especially if they on the they in tune with the bag, right? That's how it works with gangs, any gang. And so Holmes was not a gang member. Holmes was a gang funder. You feel me? And the idea, what you hear from both sides of this, is that he was there to create a funnel of finance for whatever they was doing, right? Now, it comes to find out what they was doing, the feds was very into. You feel me? I joke and make assumptions about where he got in tune with the feds and all that shit, but to be honest with you, it's unimportant. It's unimportant. What we're really dealing with at the heart of the matter is disloyalty. You feel me? It's not about the fact that he's ratty. I made jokes before with you personally in conversations comparing people that aren't even from where he's from. He's from Brooklyn. And, you know, Alpo, you know, shit, a lot of people. I just watched the thing with fucking Troy Ave. He's got a podcast now. But what I'm saying is the disloyalty that we see is on an all-time high. And whoever makes it out on top is the only winner, right? That's what we see. We see it in a lot of different cases. Now, I do not mean to compare these two in any way, but you see Jay-Z, what Jay-Z did with Rockefeller and got away from Rockefeller and came out on top and still owned on all his everything. They're using that kind of excuse to solidify what Daniel Hernandez is in trying to make an acclaim in music. You know, with the streams and the viral publicity.
Okay.
And
but do you feel like...
shit, but it's not the same. It's not the same. And it's not the same for this reason. Jay-Z built something, right? Jay-Z didn't build a gang. Rockefeller was never a gang. You know what I'm saying? Rockefeller was a record label and all these other things, and they had, how you doing? They had all kind of, you know, street ties and so on and so forth, and they climbed their way out of that, right? Never, ever, Emory home, Ty never saw a day in jail, all kind of shit, right? So, that's the golden rule, right? Now, what we got here is a primary example of an F plus minus, you know? And so what I mean by that is that everybody got fucked over. And we waiting on the pass out on him because you see, everybody wants to see him get killed or some harm come to him. Even he's fucking with it. If you look, I think some shit that was going viral was him in an emergency room getting wrapped up, right? And I seen people saying he got caught lacking. I said, nah, if anybody had caught him, it'd be on video. Because part of the reason this thing is what it is because we've created this character, this super ultimate bad last boss level of the SoundCloud rappers, right? It was funny when it was Trippie Redd and him doing it. But now that this nigga is protected and recognized for all the wrongdoings he's doing, now it's not funny no more. See, how we really kill it off is by stop giving. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of things that show what it is the fact that people don't realize they fans sometimes. They be like, oh, I saw 6ix9ine. Nigga, you a fan. You feel me? Not because you like, I told the homies where he was and everything. You feel me? And you on the IG, trying to film it. Some nigga just seen him, just on the street, and didn't get a video of him. Got a video of the trucks riding by, and they slowed down. You know why? Because all publicity is good publicity. Even this right now, he getting paid off this on the long. You feel me? How you take away that is by stop investing in it, even with your time and your words. Now, we doing this today, but we know we ain't finna be doing this all week. Yeah. You know? We did something else yesterday. We doing this today, and we gonna do something else tomorrow. You know? Yeah. But 6ix9ine, and that'll probably be the only time I call him that, is what he is because we call him that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Hernandez is the guy that testified. You feel me? They didn't call him that. They said known as and all that shit, but they know who he is. You a man just like everybody else a man. You a sucker just like everybody else a sucker.
Jay-Z said it best. Or no, was it Jay-Z or Jadakiss? I think it was Jay-Z. He said, if you're a snitch, you'll always live your life like horrible or some shit. Jail is everywhere without the bars or some shit like that.
Yeah.
When you a snitch.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember it right now either. I wish I did. It would look great on the video. But I smoke too much weed.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did. He said if you a snitch, everywhere is your prison.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you worried about the knowledge. So we all aware of the knowledge. It's just the same thing with the politics, right? So motherfuckers can't get over these politics. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, right? Like, Kamala Harris ain't probably our favorite black politician. But they teaming up against who? Takashi Trump 9. Why?
Meanwhile,
because
Kanye's coming up like a motherfucker.
Kanye ain't doing nothing but distracting you. Kanye ain't literally there to do nothing but distract you.
Kanye is literally there to distract you.
That's the same thing with everybody. Like, I'll give you a great example. Every rap nigga that stay in this nigga comments, stay talking, stay getting tagged by this nigga, these niggas is open participants. You feel me?
They want you
open
to come back.
You think it ain't manly to not engage with man, if you know you down with some shit and the people watching, why the fuck you finna say anything? I don't give a fuck what lawyer you got. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these dudes is doing it for the same reason he doing it. The clout. We all rap.
I feel like I heard a young kid from Florida tell me that they kill people for clout nowadays, like just for the clout.
Yeah, they do.
Like, oh, I'm gonna kill my best friend so I could be like YMLE and get the clout. Like,
I still don't. I think that was a long reach by the police with Melly, but the real example of what's going on is just like Melly. Look how a narrative can take hold of a whole people's thought process without any due process.
Yeah.
You feel me? You get a narrative and it become popular enough. You feel me? Like, I give you an example. Holmes' baby mama, he's been smutting her name out, right?
Who?
Not once has he been interested in seeing either of his two born children.
Who are we talking about?
Clown 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah, and that was one of the main reasons why
they pushed a narrative about. He pushed a narrative about Sarah, right?
Yeah.
He pushed a narrative about Sarah, but Daniel has not tried to see his daughter once, right? He's got all the security in the world. Yeah. You know who would have been the baddest move in the world if he was doing all that clowning around and pulling his daughter in that wagon? That would show nuts. But we're not seeing nuts. We seeing cowardice. And you know, a motherfucker could say, like, oh, you know, you want me to expose my daughter to the harsh realities of what I succumb to? No, nigga. Show that you love her more than what you've accepted for your life. Risk your life to go see her. Risk your life to do right by them. your mama and all that stuff. They keep showing all this shit of you giving your mama $150,000 from back when fucking the kids is out, man. I don't know how long we're gonna be able to do this.
It's all good.
Said, you know, my neighborhood full of young impressionable children, and I keep my shit to myself. But nonetheless, you know, when it was Shotty and them protecting them, he was giving out money. Now he give out money to a lot of strangers. If you notice him in the airport, I haven't seen a lot of shit since this morning. I seen people say, yo, give me some bread. You feel me? You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of any catch out locked in any kind of precinct, any kind of institution, any prison, any jail. The motherfuckers with money know one thing about them. Only thing they're gonna keep them alive as long as they got honey buns to throw out. You feel me? And you might have enough honey buns to throw out for the whole next year and a half or 10 years from now. But you're gonna have to keep throwing out honey buns to keep people off your ass. And that's the cold reminder of what we really talking about right now. Nigga, we're in a day and age where it's not that stone age. You feel me? Well, people ain't finna just come run up on your door and do that. For number one, my hitters like that mean too much to me for any peon like this clown that I got nothing involved with. You feel me? But
I know it's just
on top of that, the clout and the infamy around it, it's already got a bad taste on it. Who wants to be the vindicator of a bunch of dummies that put this nigga on? You feel me?
Yeah.
Who wants to do that? Nobody. Nobody wants to do that.
No.
But people want to see what's going to happen. And that's the most important part. As long as people want to see what's going to happen,
see,
give them something
that's what I want to talk about, though, is because I feel like it's more than that. Like, it's like saying, oh, we're watching somebody do cocaine every day on camera every single day. And it's like, oh, we want to see what's going to happen. We all know what the fuck is going to happen.
They want to see how long he can take this shit.
I guess how long? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, we're in space exploration right now. We're in the deep, dark recesses of a dark place in hip-hop.
And I feel like we're in a deep, dark place as a people, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, we're watching this kid try to kill himself on camera, pretty much.
I don't think he's trying to kill himself, though.
Bro, I feel like he's, like, expecting, like, an all-out war. He got a whole tank of security walking down the sidewalk, down the beach and shit. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, he's waiting for that one real-ass dude to pull up with a truck full of niggas and start airing shit out. And just boom, 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 boom.
How long you think this is going to go on before people start one incident and he'll not be asked to go nowhere? You understand that? Whether they catch somebody or not.
Yeah.
Whether every perpetrator is murdered at the instance or not. One instant like that. Nobody feels it's going to go that way. Truthfully. Nobody's gonna kill him. You know why?
Why?
Because he really don't deserve to die.
Oh, and that's another good point. That is a good point. I'm glad you said that too, because, you know, some people say death.
So why waste two lives? You feel me? The killer and the victim over some punk shit.
Very true.
This nigga's a punk.
But then,
we know.
Okay, so now let's talk karma. Like, people are going to wait for the karma, you know?
I mean, some people are waiting on that. You know what? Ultimate karma is when he dies off. Legitimately, not physically. You know what I'm saying? When it's just uninteresting no more. You feel me?
It's already uninteresting.
Look, everybody that you're sick of musically, literally, everybody. Elvis, Eminem. All these people, and I don't mean these people, I named two white guys. I said a bunch of people. Whitney Houston, fucking Mariah Carey, Michael Jackson, Drake. These people build. Drake caught a lot of flack with me about the writing thing, right? Now you seen a lot of people come out lately, even Snoop. Snoop came out after the verses about the Still DRE. Jigga wrote the whole fucking thing. Wrote him and Dre Park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the point about it is that work is work, yo. Real work is real work, right? I'm not saying his lyrical attestment is anything. You got to make something we like before we really like you. You know what I'm saying? People made me like them. I remember when I liked Kendrick. I remember Section 80. You feel me? I remember Astro World vividly. You feel me? And then I remember going back and listening to Birds in the Trap. You feel me?
Yeah.
I remember listening to fucking Going Stupid Again. And then going back and listening to all the Tory Lane shit. And I can name the list goes on and on. Meg Thee Stallion and so on and so on. People got to make songs that you like. That's what music is about. Music ain't just about what we getting from Daniel. Daniel realized that that's a part that a lot of people don't invest in because it does make people hate you.
Yeah.
You feel me? And he thriving on that because that's that short-term shit. That's just like a fast hustle. If you selling crack in the mall, you might make a lot of money. How long are you going to be able to do it, though?
How long? It's a lot.
So let him play his cards, man. That's my thing. That's what I say to most of it more than anything is that, you feel me, the more we invest in it, the more powerful they are. The more you invest in yourself, the more you invest in what you like, what you really about, the better that does. You feel me? We invest a lot of time. I still, even to this day, I was preparing for this interview. And so, you know, I stayed in tune. I wanted to see what was going on. That's when I saw it. Boom. You see why I couldn't wait to say it. You know where he at? He ain't in New York.
No, he in L.A.
But he outside right now.
Gangland.
So, I mean, he in L.A.
Gangland.
He in L.A. And look, I mean, if we've learned anything, even before the Fed shit, he pulled this same tour. Mind you, he probably gonna do the same thing, the same tour. And that's why I tried to take the diversion away from saying he won't go to Chicago early on in this conversation. Because I think he headed there. But we've seen these safe tactics be used before the feds were even a thing. Before he was a rat, he was a rainbow-haired gangbanger, right? That nobody said, you ain't legit, nigga. Nobody certified you. We'll bang you out of here. And nobody banged him out. Why? Because nobody could touch you. Stop worrying about trying to touch it. You know how you really touch him? You touch that nigga pockets. Eat it out his pockets like his birthday cake, man. Just pull it out. Stop investing. That nigga stop getting streams and videos. You gotta believe at least 10,000 of them people was there because they mad, punch in the air. He got millions and millions of views. But he would notice 10,000. He would notice 40,000. You know why? Because his number's always going up. If it go down any, he gonna notice. You know why? Because everybody's in tune just to see what happened. We stop giving a fuck. We find something more important to give a fuck about us, like our lives, like COVID-19, like who the fuck's gonna be the president.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like all these other up and coming artists out here, like who you signing deals with, like what you doing with your publishing, like what you doing with your distribution, especially if you ain't signing nobody. When niggas start concentrating on that shit, this nigga will stop being important. It's easier to make something else important than yourself. It's hard to look at yourself. You need a mirror to do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Or some kind of front-facing technology, like I'm seeing myself up here, but I'm seeing y'all much in the bigger picture. That's perspective for you. You feel me? So, we looking at Daniel. You feel me? But I call him Daniel to remind me that he just Daniel. You feel me? He just Daniel Hernandez, some poor kid from Brooklyn that had a run-in bad with the dudes he come up with. I've seen it 1,000 times in every jail, in every county, in every state. You know what I'm saying? The only reason it's important is because them boys put their mind to something. And they did it. Take that as the lesson. If he be a lesson in anything, be a lesson in this. You feel me? It's not that hard. We can get it fast. But if you want to keep hold of it, you got to have a plan. And the more people in that plan, the more it costs you. Because, see, Daniel didn't have nobody in that plan. Daniel didn't plan for nobody but himself. Not his kids, not his mother, not his baby mothers, not his homies, not nobody. Even that no-name nigga that stay with him, little dark-skinned dude, holding the camera all the time. No plan for them. He's replaceable. He was Billy Otto 18 months ago.
Damn.
Now he got no name. Why he got no name? Because it's more important that he not have a name. He's safer that way. Safer to be in chain to this shit, man. Yeah. The key to getting away from it, real talk, like look, it's just a powerful reflection on what's important. Yeah. Prioritizing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people only start to realize that check important because they see you and see how you moving. And you've realized that in a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have the influence to make the moves you're doing and even sit here and have me again.
Yeah.
Me and Dorian both here as, you know, really a salute to what you doing. You feel me? I got my own shit going on. Dorian got his own shit going on. But we here in respects to what you can do, right? And even you right now, you are keeping, you know, you're doing with the current events, and that's smart. You feel me? And that's powerful. You feel me? You're giving them a perspective right now. With me talking, I talk a lot. You feel me?
That's it.
But
yeah,
nonetheless,
I just wanted to get it out there and talk about it a little bit. But you already,
man, it's hot out here, man. I think I gotta. This bitch is starting to read something critical on this laptop. I don't, you know, it's an old MacBook. You feel me? I use this for beats and shit. Once again, I'm gonna do my shout out one more time. Can I do my shout out one more time before I get out of here?
Go ahead, do it up.
My name is Saint Sin, and you can find me on Instagram at SAINTS_SINS. That's Saint Sins. You can also find my music at Dirt House Records, www.dirthouse.com, dirthouserecords.com. About booking, you can hit me at Saints New World 1225 at Gmail.
Yep.
And you know, I thank y'all for letting me on here and appreciate being had
time
back so soon.
Talking to us.
I enjoy talking to you, listening.
Oh yeah, Dorian, I can't wait till I come up there, man. We're gonna smoke. We're gonna smoke, man. We're gonna light up my Instagram and my Marco Polo, my shoe. Hey, I want to add you to that group too, AB. So I'll talk to you about that later. You feel me?
All right, for sure.
I told him about some stuff. So we're gonna link in and we're gonna lock in on